Wow, 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 wow. Ladies and gentlemen, winter is here. You know what? I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I had no idea what Kevin Samuels is talking about when he talks about the fact that winter is coming. I had no idea what Kevin Samuels was talking about. I had a slight idea, and I thought that it meant something along the lines of as women get older, right? Their options will start to decrease as far as being able to find a partner, you know what I mean, that they can settle down with for the rest of their life. And for me, that kind of meant or translated to winter is coming, to where it's going to be cold, alone, by yourself, not with anybody. But something just recently happened. Something huge, huge, huge just recently happened. Onlyfans. I know a lot of people are familiar with Onlyfans. It is a platform based out of the UK. For the most part, and since their inception, pretty much, what they've been known for was to produce Ography. So salute Stank Hollywood, salute Gregory, salute. So the platform pretty much has become a place where anybody, just anybody, just any old regular girl, you can just be anybody, literally anybody can come onto the platform and you're able to monetize your sexuality. So you're able to monetize the fact that there are so many simps and guys out here that, don't get any girls and don't get, you're able to take advantage of, an entire demographic and population of people by sharing your sexuality. Now, of course, there's a lot of simps out here, a lot of men who are going to go ahead and pay. You know what I mean? For example, we have Bad Baby here, who I know if you guys are familiar, you guys are in tune with Bad Baby. Bad Baby started an OnlyFans. And I believe it was within 24 hours that Bad Baby managed to generate $1 million on OnlyFans. Bad Baby. That's that girl that was on Dr. Phil. Cash me out, sir. How about it? Cash me out, sir. How about it? I know y'all remember all that, man. She managed to rank in $1 million on OnlyFans within a day. That's the type of power, right, that OnlyFans had. That's the type of power that's a sexuality, pornography, and all these things have. To me, that is unbelievable. Fair use.
Hey, a lot of people are saying OnlyFans should be changed to 21 and older only. I mean, you're 18, you're on OnlyFans. What do you think?
I think any bitch who says that is mad because they didn't make as much money as me on this.
Really?
That's obvious. Like, how could you be mad that someone younger, that's like seeing somebody, that's like seeing a banker make millions and millions of dollars and saying, oh no, banking should be changed. You can't bank unless you're 21 and older just because they're young. Like, what, so if I was 21, you're going to say that it should be 25? And if I was 25, you're going to say it should be 30?
They're saying it's like child.
Fair point. I don't think she's a very smart or wise person, but that's a pretty fair point.
What do you know?
Listen, I'm not groomed by nobody. I make all my own decisions, and I have been since I was very young. So
you were a little hesitant to post, everything.
I just, what, at this point, who cares?
Winter is here. Again, I did not know what Kevin Samuels was talking about. If you guys remember or recall, Kevin Samuels went onto the Fresh and Fit podcast. I forgot exactly how long ago it was. And there was this white lady with like silver hair. And he was debating with her, going back and forth, right? They were talking about OnlyFans, the liberation of, women's sexuality and all that stuff. And Kevin brought up a very good point when he was having this conversation with this lady who was very, very empowered, like sexually empowered, right? He says, what are you going to do when they get rid of OnlyFans? What are you going to do when they get rid of these things and you're no longer able to leverage, right? You're no longer able to leverage your youth and your sexuality for anything. Like, what are we really going to do? Is there anything that are there any skills that we're building? Are there any things that we're learning? Are we actually, because the thing is, all right, let me say this, right? What OnlyFans, I feel like, was doing was causing and creating a bubble economy. And Kevin said that as well. But this is what that means, right? This is what it means when he says creating a bubble economy, right? Women that are joining OnlyFans, right? That were joining OnlyFans. Let's take Danielle Bregoli as an example. Let's take her as an example, right? You'll get onto this platform. You'll earn $1 million in a day. That's fantastic. That is amazing. Not a tiny percentage of people can do something like that. That is amazing. Much respect. What this causes now, right, is for somebody like Danielle Bregoli, right, to see herself the same and put herself on the same level as, let's say, a man who had to work from nothing, right, build a business, right, create a reputation and resume, create a network, and have to do all these things, right, so that he can then finally make $1 million in a day. Danielle Bregoli now will put herself on the same place and the same pedestal and think that she's on the same level as somebody who actually had to work and build and create something for this world. That's so now we start to change the mentality of what value and quality and all these things are now. So so OnlyFans really is detrimental. I feel like it's detrimental and beneficial in some ways, because it completely changes your mindset and mentality towards working hard and building something that's actually going to last long term, right? So now you're thinking, oh, I'm just going to take feet pictures. I'm just going to take pictures of my boobs, and get paid for it. But the thing is that only lasts for so long. That type of thing only lasts for so long. Then what do you do when, you get older and now you can't, it doesn't have, now your boobs don't have the same value they did before. Your feet don't have the same value they did before. And all this time you were on OnlyFans thinking that this is what was going to get you through to the end of life, as opposed to following the regular way of life, which is finding a partner, creating a family, and simply trying to be happy that way. OnlyFans is detrimental in a bunch of different ways, but let's get into this article real quick. OnlyFans is banning the one thing most users go to its site for: pornography. Pornography, okay? The UK-based content subscription service said Thursday it will no longer allow sexually explicit content as of October 1st. Winter is coming. Winter is here. What are you ladies going to do? All the ladies that went onto OnlyFans to sell feet pictures, because you know that there's a lot of simps out here. What are we going to do now? Salute, Aviance, Tishi. They should let people do what they want as long as you're not hurting or taking advantage of anyone. The thing is that it's bigger than that. Like, this is bigger than, like, okay, so in order to run a business, you need funding. You need partners. You need other people. You need connections. You need networks. You need all these things. When you have pornography as a focus of what you're doing, you eliminate the amount of people that are willing to partake or help your business. Like, you're eliminating, because the thing is when you have something that's based in pornography, you can't advertise or market that to everybody. You can't market pornography to everybody. You leaving out a really big market when it comes to marketing if you're dealing in pornography, because children, for example, kids are some of the biggest consumers of content in general, is children. On YouTube, on TV, like, children are like the largest consumer of content. Just using that example, you can't promote OnlyFans to children if there's pornography on it. You can't do it. So ultimately, OnlyFans is losing out on money, right? So keeping pornography on OnlyFans would benefit the content creator making the pornography, but it's not necessarily going to benefit OnlyFans, right? It'll benefit them a little bit, but it'll benefit OnlyFans more to get rid of that content, right? So that then more people are willing to deal with OnlyFans, so that more people now are willing to invest in OnlyFans, right? For the future, because OnlyFans blew up, you know, kind of sort of. So now it's in a space where OnlyFans has leverage to be able to say, hey, we want this much money if you guys want to be able to use our platform for this or for that or whatever. Pornography, period, in general, limits the amount of people you can market to, you can market the product to. Because again, I'll say it again, children are some of the largest consumers of content, especially in places like YouTube and social media and things like that. So if you keep pornography on OnlyFans, you can't market OnlyFans to a whole demographic of people. You can't even do it. So you have to do some. So that's what happened, man. That's why they're doing that. You know what I mean? I completely get it. They should be let people do what they want to do. And people still can do what they want to do. You know, they can go, they can find another platform that is based in pornography and is not going to do the same thing. There's options all over the place. People can start their own websites. You know what I mean? And go from there. There's multiple ways people can do what they need to do if you really want to sexually exploit yourself in that way and make money that way. You know what I mean? There's many other avenues and resources you can utilize for that. OnlyFans said the decision was taken to comply with requests from its banking and payment providers. Exactly. So when you are, let's say you want to start a business, you know what I mean? And you have to put together a business plan, and then you have to present this business plan to a potential angel investor, right? If your business plan incorporates or includes things that the investor is not liking or is like, whoa, like we can't really, you know, this is too, they're not going to do it, man. You just miss your chance to have it, to get an angel investor. An angel investor, somebody who's going to invest in you, like fully invest in you. You know what I mean? So it comes to things bigger than just OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? It gets to things that are bigger than that. In order to ensure the long-term sustainability of the platform and to continue to host an inclusive community of creators and fans, we must evolve our content guidelines, OnlyFans said in a statement. Payment processors MasterCard and Visa cut ties last year with rival Pornhub after accusations the Pron site showed videos containing underage sex, rape, and revenge porn. Wow. I didn't know that. Pornhub denied claims it allows child sexual abuse material and subsequently tightened its rules to prohibit uploads from unverified users. See, that's the thing. That's a big problem. That's a reason right there that I didn't even think about. Let's say you're on OnlyFans, right? Let's say you're a content creator on OnlyFans and you decide to start putting up content that has to do with grape, like they're talking about, or like revenge, or like things that have to do with underage, what OnlyFans doesn't want a chance or risk anything like that happening to them at all. OnlyFans doesn't want to risk anything like that happening to them at all, which I completely understand. Because if MasterCard and Visa just cut ties with Pornhub for whatever this is, the same thing could potentially happen to OnlyFans in a worse way. If they find that, some content that shouldn't be on there, or some content that's, whoa, wait, this is beyond the line. You crossed the line here. We can't have this. So OnlyFans is trying to avoid that as well. That makes a lot of sense to me. OnlyFans said Thursday it would allow certain posts containing nudity long as they adhere to its acceptable use policy. It's not clear how that will work in practice. OnlyFans terms of service outline a number of things that are prohibited from its platform, including material involving people under age 18 and other illegal, harmful content. It's going to work like Instagram, I feel like, in a way. Instagram, I see pictures and I see content all the time on Instagram where it's like the chicks are like half naked. You know what I'm saying? Like half naked. You know what I'm saying? You can see their entire booties. You can see, the boobs through their shirts. You can see it's probably going to be like that, more similar to that. Like you can post content, a little bit, but you can't anything prawn related though. No playing with yourself, nothing like that. If you want to post a revealing picture of yourself in a bikini, you know, where it's next to nothing, where you're wearing next to nothing, or maybe even actually nude, actual nudity, you know what I mean? Where it's just you and you're not doing anything crazy. It's just a nude picture, maybe even that type of thing. But founded by British, oh, wait, hold up. We will be sharing more details in the coming days and will actively support and guide our creators through this change in content guidelines, the company said. Founded by British businessman Tim Stokely in 2016, OnlyFans has risen in popularity in recent years. And that's because everybody was stuck at home, and the ladies knew that, you know, they were trying to find a way to make money from home. A lot of everybody staying home through the pandemic. It just blew up, man. Thanks in large part to its hosting of clips and photos from adult performers. The platform lets sex workers charge their fans a fee to view not safe for work material. OnlyFans boomed during the coronavirus pandemic as internet users stuck at home searched for entertainment online, and people let go from their jobs turned to the platform as an alternative way to make a living. That's exactly what I just said. OnlyFans claims to have over 130 million users and 2 million content creators. The company generated net revenue of $375 million last year, according to an Axios report Thursday, which cited an investor deck. OnlyFans expects to hit $1.2 billion in revenues this year and $2.5 billion by 2022. More than 300 OnlyFans creators reportedly earned at least $1 million annually, while 16,000 creators make at least $50,000 a year. I guarantee you 99% of those creators are women. With numbers like that, you'd think venture capitalists would be lining up to write a check for OnlyFans. However, according to Axios, many investors are steering clear due to concerns over its adult content. Some venture funds are prohibited from investing in sexual content sites due to agreements with their institutional backers. OnlyFans was not immediately available for comment when contacted by CNBC. The move is likely to anger many OnlyFans content creators who rely on the service as a key source of income. This is the problem, man, but that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem. Why is this your key source of income? Winter is coming. Why is this the primary source of income? Winter is coming. Why? That's part of the problem. That's part of why this is such a big deal and is such a big issue and problem right now. That's why. Because this is a key source of income for a lot of these creators, whom are women, sexually exploiting themselves for OnlyFans, having sex on OnlyFans, giving top, giving dome on OnlyFans, putting 14-inch dildos inside of themselves on OnlyFans, doing all these things. Winter is coming. Many adult entertainers use OnlyFans to complement. Is it just me or did they misspell compliment? OnlyFans to complement the work they do for other porn sites. Doing away with the content OnlyFans is best known for could also severely impact its revenues. However, OnlyFans insists it is more than just a platform for sex workers. Celebrities like Cardi B and Bella Thorne have joined the platform in the past year, for example. It's also used by chefs, fitness enthusiasts, and musicians. But porn is by far the most popular category on this site. OnlyFans is majority owned by Leonid Radvinsky, a Ukrainian-American Pron entrepreneur. According to a Bloomberg report, the firm is seeking a round of funding that would value it at more than $1 billion. Kevin Samuels. How did you know that this was going to happen? How did you know that OnlyFans would not last very long as far as the Pron aspect of it, bro. How did you know that, man? What are the 304s going to do now? Are 304s now going to be less sexually liberated now and focus more on finding a partner? The reason I say that is because the women that are on OnlyFans would obviously be the ones that lack skills in other places. So if you're on OnlyFans, making money from selling videos of your body and pictures of your body and doing this and doing that, that means you literally, you most likely don't have like the skills that are required to be successful out in the real workforce, like in the real work world, right? So those women that now are not going to be able to monetize their sexuality on OnlyFans, if the majority of those women don't have work skills to get into a workforce, right, because they've always depended solely on their body, right? Because it's most likely the pretty women that have decent looking bodies that, you know, are just, and, you know, always talking about they make their money on OnlyFans and they're business owners now because they have an OnlyFans. And what are they going to do? Are they going to focus more on finding a man that can take care of them? Are they going to adapt and start to create their own websites now where they can, you know, do whatever they want on there now, actually, like under their own law, under their own rules, or whatever the case is? Is that what they're going to do? They're going to adapt in that way. I'm very curious to know how this is going to turn out for those women who are so stuck on the fact that OnlyFans was their thing. You know what I mean? Like just recently, I watched a video. I believe it was on, what was it? I think it was the Fresh and Fit podcast. And there was this little girl on there. She wasn't like little, like young. She was little as in like stature and size. And she was very insistent, bro. She was very, very insistent that OnlyFans was it, you know, that this was her thing, that she was going to use this money to turn around and invest it in other things. And there's a lot of women that feel like that about something like OnlyFans. And now that it's leaving and now that it's gone, winter is coming. I need to know what y'all thinking, man, about this. I need to know what y'all thinking about this whole OnlyFans ban. I need to know what y'all are thinking about the fact that Kevin Samuels Babe Roofed it. Kevin Samuels Babe Roofed it, man. He predicted this like nobody's business, bro. To me, that is amazing. Please let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe already. I got to get on to the gym. It's Saturday. You guys have a blessed one. You heard?